Okay. What's up, everyone? So before we proceed to our discussion, allow me to introduce myself first. By the way, I'm Anthony Gabriel A. Sister, and I will be the teacher. And I will be presenting something very interesting for you today. So this is something that we usually hear when we were kids and uh, when we are grade 11 to 12, because this is the main topic that our teacher teaches us before. So but sometimes you just don't really understand what do they really mean. That's why, without further ado, let me ask you something. Have you guys ever heard of the words myths and legends? Well, I'm pretty sure most of us have already heard these words before. Maybe from movies, books, or even stories from our parents or maybe our grandparents. But the question is, do we really know what myths and legends really mean? So today, we're going to understand what myths and legends are and learn their differences. So without further ado again, let's start from myths. So myths are the stories that explain beliefs, nature, and origins. So these are the stories that people created a long time ago just to explain things that we couldn't understand before. So because before there was no science, no technology, and also no internet. That's why people use stories or like myths just to explain what was happening around them. So you might have heard stories about gods controlling nature or causing natural events. So for example, in Greek mythology, we people used to believe that Zeus was the one who was responsible for controlling thunder and lightning. So when there was a storm, we always believed that Zeus might be angry. That's why it keeps thundering. Imagine that. Every time there is a thunder, people believe that a god was angry. God Zeus was or might be angry. So another example. Have you guys ever heard of this myth that when eclipses occur or happen, we used to blame the giant creature that was trying to swallow the sun or the moon. Crazy, right? So back then, people actually believed that this all happened because we didn't know the scientific explanation yet. So some people even made loud noises during eclipses to scare the creature away. Another example is especially here in the Philippines, our country. Have you guys ever noticed when it's raining while it's sunny? Some people used to believe that when that happens, a tikbalang is getting married. So when it's raining in Manila while it's sunny, people would say, "Uy, may kinakasal na tikbalang." It's funny, but before people actually believe this. We used to believe in this myth. We might see this as a funny thing, but this is a uh, we had a sentimental story with these myths. So we used to use the myths to explain things that we couldn't understand before. But today we already know what do they really mean or why this happens because of our weather patterns. So basically, myths are the stories that we use just to explain things that we couldn't understand before. Now let's move on to legend. Ayan. Myths are the stories that explain beliefs, nature, and origins. And we often explain how the world myths often explain how the world and natural events began. So now let's move on to the legends. Now, legends are the stories that is based on a real people or events. So these are the stories that may be true, but sometimes they become exaggerated or more dramatic over time. So legends usually talk about heroes, famous people, or individuals who made a big impact before or even today. Just like Jose Rizal, we use he is what we call our bayani because his bravery and achievements became who made him became our hero. So another example rather than Jose Rizal is Lapu-Lapu. He became famous for fighting foreign invaders during the Battle of Mactan. Allow me to speak in Tagalog. Dahil sa kanyang katapangan, he became a legendary hero in Philippine history. So another example is Lamang. Does anyone I forgot. I'm the only one here in this meeting. Okay? So another example is Lamang. Lamang used to know Lamang is known for his strength and bravery. Even when he was still a baby, he already showed extraordinary abilities. So his story became one of the most famous legends in Philippine literature. So another example is LeBron James. Because of his achievements in basketball, many people consider him as a legend in sports. Because of his achievement in basketball, we people call him a legendary or a legend in basketball. That's it. So he started from a hard work, practice every day, and became one of the greatest basketball players all over the world. So legends can come from history, literature, and even sports. So, yan. Myths explain beliefs, while legends tell heroic stories. So myths usually involve gods, supernatural being, and natural events, while legends focus on real people with their achievements. Excuse me. So for example, once again, Zeus was the one who responsible for controlling the thunder. Is a myth. While Tikbalang getting married during sunny rain is also a myth. Meanwhile, Lapu-Lapu, Lamang, Lebron was considered as a legends because of their greatest achievements that had impact in our Philippine literature or in our history. So that's the main difference between myths and legends. Once again, myths explain beliefs, while legends tell heroic stories. Now, let me ask you another question. Oh, I forgot I'm the only one here in this meeting. So I'm going to answer this question by myself. So, what do I think about Spider-Man? Is he a myth or a legend? Well, for me, Spider-Man is actually a fictional character. He is not real, and his story was created just for entertainment. But even though he is a fictional, he still inspires many people, and I'm one from those people. So Spider-Man is known as Peter Parker, a normal student who suddenly got powers after being bitten by a radioactive spider. So at first, he didn't want to become a hero. He just wanted to live a normal life. But after something bad happened to his uncle, he learned that an important lesson is we all know this quote. With great power comes great responsibilities. Because of that, Spider-Man decided to help people and became a legendary hero. Even though he had problems in school, families, and life, he still chose to help others. That's why many people admire Spider-Man or Peter Parker, because he teaches us responsibility, courage, kindness, and helping others without getting any reward or prizes like that. So even though Spider-Man is a fictional, he still acts like a legend because he inspires people. And that's why stories like Spider-Man are still important today. Actually, Spider-Man inspired me to build my physics because Peter Parker has a great physics on his movies. That's why I wanted to become Peter Parker and build my physics like that. Okay. Sorry, scale. So as we end my presentation, uh, remember this. I mean, meron pa pala. Why do myths and legends still matter today? So because legends and myths still matter today because they teach us a lessons, just like what I said a while ago, because they inspire us to be brave, be responsible, and be as strong persons. Even today we still create stories, heroes, and legends. So myths and legends are not just as old stories, they are still meaningful today. So before I end my presentation, I want you guys to remember this quote. There is nothing impossible, excuse me, if you make it possible. Okay? And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening to my nonsense presentation. To my formal presentation. Thanks, guys. Until we meet again.